Hello guys and welcome to another plan with me. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is 3:30 in the morning and yeah, I have not gone to bed because I have to bring my friend to the airport in like an hour and a half. And I just finished working on Black Friday orders. So we're just gonna jump into this plan with me. This is for the week of December 4th through the 10th and I am gonna be using Snuggle Season from SPC. Here are the full boxes, and I am using my Print Pression SPC edit inserts in my SPC Print Pression planner. And yeah, there's so many boxes. And then I do also have the add-ons. I have both fashion add-ons. So I'm going to swap out the red-haired girl for the blondie, and I'm going to use this tall girl. I used a couple of the doodles. Honestly, didn't use too many of them because I wanted to use a lot of Christmas doodles. And then I am using this bundle. Honestly, by the time you guys see this video, this bundle will no longer be available. So no point in even trying to think about it. But, or something about a build your own bundle, I don't know. But it has the Festive Leaves headers, mixed overlays, Festive Leaves washi, the normal stuff here, and then I'm using birch underlays, and the foil color I am using with this kit is matte silver, and I do have my custom multi. I'm gonna see if I had a freebie in a color that matched this. I simply do not. But this kit was actually quite hard to find colors that match because the green is like a very blue toned green. So everything's a bit tricky. But let us just see what we have. I'm not using any sort of quote, so I'm definitely not going to use that box. So we have 8, but I'm gonna switch it for this. 9. And then I need one more box at the very least. Where's the other page? Here it is. Okay, this will be perfectly fine to figure out what we're gonna use. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll figure it out. So this week, I got a tattoo this week, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking for the headers as if they're not literally here with these full boxes. I hate myself. But yeah, we will just get into all of the things that happened. So Monday was like the typical post office drop. We dropped off a fat stack of Black Friday orders. I was kind of upset because I think I got all but like 7 day 1 orders done on the week before. So I just felt kind of like poop that I couldn't get them all done like I wanted, but I still got all of the Black Friday sale orders done, like the whole weekend, the 4-day event orders done by the time I wanted to, which is actually half the reason I'm up this late, because I was determined. I am also going to use the days of the week from my shop unfoiled, and these are in font choice 5. But yes, we did that. We got groceries. And then I came home and worked. I don't really remember what I was doing work-wise that morning because I also filmed. Usually I don't work on Mondays, but apparently I did something work-related. I just don't really recall what. And then I worked, and then I called my dad and talked to him on the phone while I made myself food. I was like kind of meal prepping. I made like a batch of chicken riggies, which is like a New York thing, an upstate New York thing. I don't make it traditionally because traditionally it's supposed to be quite spicy. And I don't do spicy, so I just use bell pepper, even though you're meant to use like cherry pepper. So essentially it's like in one pot you make just like you boil the noodles. In the other pot you start by cooking the chicken. Also these date numbers are in font choice 5 and matte silver, and the holes are whole choice 3. But you like cook the chicken, and then while the chicken is cooking, you're supposed to cut up like, I think the recipe calls for 1 onion, but I do at least 2 onions because the onions and peppers are my favorite part. And then if you want it spicy, you can, depending on if you want it really spicy, use only cherry peppers. If you want it like medium, use a mixture of cherry peppers and bell peppers. And if you don't want any heat, then just use bell pepper, which is what I do. I usually just buy like a 3-pack and I use all of them. And then you cook all of that stuff together, and then in a separate pot you cook up, you like melt, I guess, bouillon cubes. I usually do 2 cups of water and 2 bouillon. I double the sauce because otherwise I feel like it kind of absorbs the sauce when it like if you're going to be like reheating it. So I always do extra sauce. And then you do that, and then you'll pour that in with the once it's dissolved, in with the chicken and vegetables. And then you in like a mixing bowl, you mix together, I double it, 2 cups of 2 cups of heavy cream and tomato sauce, and then I think it's like 2 tablespoons of paprika and some parsley. I don't know, I think I just kind of sprinkle the parsley. Then you mix that in with the chicken and situation going on, and bring it to a boil and let it simmer for 20 minutes, and then mix it in with the noodles. It's very yum. So I was making that, and then I believe this was the day that I started Christmas Presents by Lisa Unger. I've since finished it, and I did really enjoy it. But that was the day I started it. I'll get more into my thoughts and feelings on that book in next week's Plan With Me. Or in the next Plan With Me. I don't really know when it'll be uploaded in reference to this one. In the Plan With Me of the following week's plans. For when I finished it. And then Tuesday I worked, and then Chris and I went to Cabo Bob's for lunch, because that has become our Tuesday thing, is we go to Cabo Bob's for lunch. And I just literally love this little like tradition we have. We used to always, when we worked our full-time jobs, well, I mean, this is my full-time job, when we worked like for the man, we would on Sundays always go out to dinner as like a date night, and we'd like take turns picking and whatnot. But like if I don't have to go out anywhere on the weekend, I'm simply not. This looks so pretty. I really want to use this one with like the baking of the cookies, so I'm just gonna grab it now so I don't forget it. I'm probably not gonna use these feet, mainly because I don't like the gnome. That's like my entire reasoning. But yeah, so we did that, then I came home and I watched YouTube and played Ark Nova while I worked more, and then I was just really tired that night. And like all week I was getting up around 8:30, which for me is early, because I, even with getting up that early, was not going to bed till like 2, 3 in the morning. It's just my schedule, okay? I'm a night owl. But Wednesday I got up early by natural causes. I woke up at 8:30 and I was just like, okay, I'm up. So then I went to Andrea's house, and we had to go to Target, I believe. We went to Target. Maybe somewhere else. I don't really remember. But then we got back to Andrea's house, and me and Andrea decorated the outside of her house for Christmas, which was fun. It's my first time ever decorating an outside, so that was like a little fun, cute experiment. And then we ended up going to get hibachi for dinner, which is always so freaking yummy. And we had our little girly game night. She's been having a side effect from some medication that makes her really sleepy, so we have been having a couple of early game nights. Like, I leave around 9:30 when usually our game nights would last till like 11, 12, 1, you never know. But it actually worked out because I was so exhausted that day. We both literally were like zombies playing games. So we called it an early night, and I went the heck home. Then Thursday was my friend Emily's birthday, so I had to mark that, and I slept in. I allowed myself to sleep in, I think, till like 10, which was so nice. I think I slept like 12 hours. It was great. And then when I did wake up, I worked, and I felt so energized. I watched YouTube, and then me and Chris were bad, and we went out to lunch again, and we went to Cabo Bob's, because we're addicted, basically. we both get like really hung up on something, and then that's just like what we eat forever after that. Actually, no. I'm gonna use this one because I don't want like two of the fireplace on the sidebar. So we did that, and then later that night I did binge watch a few episodes of like the night prior and that night's episode of Love Island. And then Friday was Miss Kirsten's birthday, so I had to mark that. And then I worked, and I finally put laundry away. I'm gonna be honest, it is Monday at like 3:30 in the morning, and my laundry from last Monday is still in the laundry room. It's literally like I have not had the time. So that's just been that. And then this day was actually so fucking cute. So I worked by myself for the majority of this morning because Chris needed to finish up his Christmas shopping. He needed to like get me some stocking stuff. And he called me on the way home, and he was like, hey, like, I know, and my back was really hurting. I was really stressed out. And he's like, I know you've like been working really hard and you're really stressed out. Like, first off, he says, I'm gonna buy you gas, which like in this economy, that is like, ugh, just really a fantastic statement. So he's like, I'm gonna buy you gas, and then I'm going to take you out to a nice dinner. So we went on a cute dinner date, and then I came home, watched a bunch of YouTube. Oh, and I also got my period this day, and I did not feel good. Like, I don't know what it is lately. Like, my period, I've always had like cramps, whatever. Sometimes like back in my school days I would like miss school from it, but it was like whatever. But like, I swear nowadays every time I get my period I'm like, it can't be worse next time. And every month it's worse. And so I literally was like feeling nauseous from the pain and wanting to just crawl in a hole, but I had work to do. And I was like, ugh. I like almost wished I would get my period on Girls' Day because like at least we'd just be like hanging and I could just like hang out with like a heating pad. But like when there's work to be done, there's work to be done. So it was just really sweet that he was like, I know you're like having a rough day, let me take you out to dinner. He's so sweet. I just love him. He's a cutie pie. So we did that. It was so romantic. And then Saturday, I of course woke up early again because like I had work to do, but Bennett and Theo did have a little dance recital. And I'm just overall like wanting to like, I just like, I feel like not like that I take pride in, but like I am going to show up for people. If like I tell like a little child that I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. So I woke up extra early so that I could still get a bunch of work done before the recital. So got up, worked, watched YouTube, and then the boys had their recital, and it was literally the funniest, cutest thing I've ever experienced in my whole life. I loved every second of it. And then me and Chris, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna need you some more corners. That's fine. Me and Chris, Andrea, Nick, Bennett and Theo, and Nick's dad, and Tony and Margie, and then they have 2 kids. They have their 2 kids are literally like Bennett and Theo's ages. They have a son Anthony and a daughter Clarissa. So all of us rolled up to the McDonald's, okay? And we like ate inside the McDonald's. It was like a wild experience. For some reason, like we were all completely done eating, and Tony like his family's food just simply never came out. So Andre had to like go up and be like, listen, what's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, like it'll be out soon. Like, he's been waiting for 30 minutes. And they're like, what's the ticket number? And they just like simply like must have clicked that it was like done or like served. Oh my god, no, this already had something on it. Okay, this is getting a double overlay. I was like, that's weird. I thought, okay, that clears up a lot. But yeah, so it was like a whole thing and whatever. And like even like me and Chris's food came out so fast, which is super annoying because like of everybody's food to come out fast, like I would have much preferred for it to be like the kids' food. But like I was sitting with Theo and he just ate like, I don't know, like honestly probably like 4 of my chicken nuggets and then like half of my fries, like not like half my fries, he ate like a couple of my fries and then I ate like half of them, and then I was kind of like full honestly, so I wasn't super hungry. And then I gave the rest of my french fries to Clarissa because she was starving. Like they just danced their hearts out. But yeah, it was a whole thing and it was so cute. And then later that night we had game night, which is obviously wonderful. And then Sunday, again, I woke up early, which again, early to me, I feel like I have to preface it because like I probably got up at like 8 or 8:30, which to most people is not that early, but like to me that is early. So I wanted to get up early because we were going to a tattoo event this day, so I wanted to get up. I did a bunch of work before it was time to go, watched YouTube, did the whole thing. And then we went, there was this tattoo shop like 30 minutes away that were doing this event where if you brought, it was called Tats for Tots. If you brought in a toy for a donation, you could pick one of the flash tattoos, and they were $150. I was going back and forth on whether I was gonna get one, because honestly I really didn't want to spend the money on it. And like, just being quite frank with you, like it's Christmas time, I don't need to be spending money on myself like that. But Chris said, just think of it as a Christmas present from me, and he bought me the tattoo, which was so sweet of him. He's just been really the sweetest little nugget lately. I love him. He's been like really so cute though. Like he like doesn't have like anything against Christmas, but he's just not like into Christmas like me, which like fair, most people aren't, simply. But he's been like kind of more into it than usual this year, which I'm just eating right up, simply because I love Christmas. But like we'll be driving past like a house with decorations and he'll be like, oh my god, they're so cute, and I'm like, hell yeah. Because before he wouldn't care, and now he's like pointing out cute Christmas decorations and he's like, oh my god, I'm turning into you. And I'm like, yes, I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we went and did the whole like tattoo thing, and then we were naughty and we got McDonald's on the way home because neither of us really, well actually I ate a bowl of cereal because you are not supposed to get tattooed. Well, it's like better if you don't get tattooed on an empty stomach. I don't really know why, but like most places I've gone, like it's literally on the paperwork, when did you last eat? So whatever. And then I was so pooped from getting up early all week that I was very tired that night. And yeah, that is everything. And then this is the whole base. Now we'll zoom in for day by day. Okay, y'all, let us get into it. Okay, so assessing all of my pages. Can already tell I'm gonna go ham on this pattern because it's 100% my favorite. So first things first is a good little post office drop, and then groceries, and Mickey D's. This is my first time using the birch underlays. They are quite popular, and I can see why. They actually look so cute. And the reason I used them is like literally because of these candles having birch on them. And Andre was like, oh my god, wouldn't this be so cute? And I was like, copying you. which is basically us with everything. Whenever we do anything in our planners, we'll be like, oh my god, look at this, and I'll be like, oh, add to cart. So, anywho, so I'm going to be using a bunch of the mini icons. This is from the mini icon sheet from my shop. They are formatted to fit exactly SPC Little Things, aka Andrea designed them. And then I have a custom PO drop icon or script. This is in font choice 2. It's from my custom multi. Then we have the grocery cart icon in matte silver from the mini icons sheet, as well as a groceries script in font choice 2 in matte silver. And then for McDonald's, I have the fast food icon in matte silver, as well as a McDonald's custom in matte silver, and this is in font choice 2. For working, I brought in a bunch of the Frosty the Snowmans. I thought they were cute with this spread. And then I have a work script, which is also in font choice 2 in matte silver. Then down here, I'm going to mark that I did film, and I talked on the phone with my dad, prepared the pasta. And again, if you want that full recipe, just message me on Instagram. I can send it over to you. And then I read. See, already going ham on the pattern. So for filming, I do have the little camera icon. That looks so good. The dark on the, like the dark green with the matte silver. The filming camera in matte silver, as well as a film script in font choice 2 in matte silver. For talking on the phone with my dad, I do have a phone icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a with dad script in font choice 2. This is just in regular silver, and I'm kind of mad about it. We're just gonna ignore it. I forgot to put it on my custom multi, and that's just what I had, okay? So for making the food, I do have, I don't know how well you can see it on like the gray. There you go. It's like a little cutting board with like a carrot. There's no carrots in what I made, but it works. And then I do have a cook script in font choice 2. That's a new addition to my custom multi because I'm trying to cook more. And then I read, so I have the book stack from SPC. It was on the doodle sampler that came with this, or as an add-on for this kit. Then I have a read script, and that is in font choice 3. I feel like matte silver is really hard to see on camera, but there she is. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I will be marking is that I worked. So we will throw that in with a box to mark me and Chris going to Cabo Bob's for our little lunch date. So for working, I'm going to use the little Scrooge. I thought he matched really well with this kit. Then I have a work script in font choice 2 in matte silver. And then for going to Cabo Bob's, I do have the little food bag from SPC from the doodle sampler, as well as a custom with Chris in font choice 2 in matte silver. Then I am going to mark that I have a YouTube binge, that I played Ark Nova, and that I was tired AF. This isn't what I used in my other planner, but I feel like it fits better in this space. So for YouTube binge, I do have the YouTube laptop from the doodle sampler, as well as a YouTube binge script in font choice 2 in matte silver. For playing Ark Nova and just on BGA, maybe. I'm going to use the paw print, which was on the doodle sampler, and then I have a custom BGA script, and this is in the one of the past fonts of the month. And then for being sleepy, I'm going to use this Santa cookie from SPC, as well as a Tired as Fuck script. This was in the bundle, but it is in font choice 5. So next up, I am going to mark that I was up early. It's technically the dark green color, but I'm going to use that for like the big box. So I was up early. We ran to the store to do a little bit of shopping before we decorated the outside of Andrea's home. Okay. So for getting up early, I've got the bed icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as an up early in the like past November font of the month in matte silver. And then you can get the you can get like a sampling of this font on the November 2023 font sampler. For the shopping, we got a shopping bag from the mini icons as well as a shopping script from the bundle, but that's in font choice 6 in matte silver. For decorating outside, I'm just going to use these string lights from SPC, and then I have a 2-piece script here. Doesn't quite fit, but it's fine. Decorate outside in that same font. Kind of hate how that looks, but it is what it is. So then we are going to use this box to mark that me and Andre went to get hibachi, and then I will use a page flag to mark our game night, and then I'll use a little thing to mark that we were just so sleepy. Okay. So for getting hibachi, I'm going to use like this it's a ramen bowl, but it works. Then I have a custom with Andrea, and that's font choice 2 in matte silver. And then for game night, I've got Lottie with like her ugly Christmas sweater, as well as like game night custom in font choice 2. And then for being sleepy, I've got the bed icon again from the mini icons sheet, and then a so sleepy custom. It's been like the whole mood of this entire week that I'm filming. Honestly, the week I'm living currently as well, I'll be honest with you. Okay, so next up, I will use this to mark Emily's birthday, and then we will use this to mark sleeping in. And then I will use a box for marking work. Okay, for Emily's birthday, we do have the present icon from the mini icons sheet, and then a custom Emily script in that same font. And then for sleeping in, we've got the clock from I was just trying to use what I could, you guys. And we have the sleep in script from the bundle, but that's font choice 3. And then I did bring Frosty in again. He looks so good with this spread. And then a work script in font choice 2. Down here, we need the light green. I don't love this pattern, but we'll use it. This is going to be to mark watching YouTube, and then Chris and I, you know, we're bad to the bone and got food again. And then I did have a Love Island binge this day. So for YouTube binge, I brought in another Scrooge with a YouTube binge in font choice 2. And then for getting food, I've got the nacho from SPC, as well as a with Chris in font choice 6. This is in regular silver again. I hate it, but it is what it is. And then I used the heart that's on like the page with the date numbers, as well as a binge watch from the bundle, which is in font choice 5. Okay, this day I'm going to use the gray little thing to mark Kirsten's birthday. And then I will use this box to mark working, and then this to mark laundry. So for Kirsten's birthday, I'm going to use the cake icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as the Kirsten custom. And then for working, we got another Frosty and a work script in font choice 2. And then for laundry, we've got the laundry pile from the doodle sampler, as well as a laundry script in font choice 2, matte silver. Next, I'm going to mark that Chris and I went on a cute little date night because he's so sweet to me. And then I'm going to mark that I watched YouTube and that I got my period this day. And it felt like crap. So for us we went and got Asian food, so I'm going to pop that in there from SPC. And then we have the date night script from the foil bundle. That's in font choice 3. For the YouTube binge, I'm going to use the TV from the doodle sampler, as well as a YouTube binge script. And then for getting my period, I'm going to use the panties icon from the mini icon sheet. And then this script is a bit too big. I don't think Andrea realized I was putting it on a little thing. So I'm just going to change it to F my uterus. Maybe that'll fit. Put in the F. F uterus. That's what we're gonna go with. I know what it means. It means I got my period and I hated my life. So that's that. And then Saturday, the first thing I will mark is, I do not want that there. This, I guess, to mark that I was up early, and then I'm gonna mark working with my fave pattern. So cute. And then, had a YouTube binge. And then we had the boys' recital. Got McDonald's. I'm gonna pop this in because I gotta like change up the pattern because I already used the red flag. And we had game night. Okay. So for being up early, I'm gonna use the clock icon again. I figured that worked good. As well as an up early. This one, I accidentally ripped it in half because I suck. And then for working, we're gonna use another Scrooge with a work script in font choice 2. And then for YouTube, we're gonna use the movie clapper from the mini icons sheet, as well as a YouTube binge script. This one came in the foil bundle, and it's in font choice 4. For the boys' recital, this doesn't really match, but I just thought it was really cute because like it just looks like them at the recital. Okay. So then I'm gonna use boys recital because little Lila's too little for it. And then for getting McDonald's, we do have the fast food icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a fast food script from the bundle in font choice 5. And then for game night, I'm gonna use Lottie and her ugly sweater again with another game night script in font choice 2. And then finally, Sunday, the first thing we will be marking is that I was up early. And then I worked. Honestly, this one's going to just have to go down here because I don't want the dark green there, and I definitely want to use the red box. So this is how we're doing it. It'll be fine. Okay. It's only like slightly diagonal. Okay. So for being up early, I'm going to use the heart icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as another up early script. And for working, I've got Lottie with a present and a work script in font choice 2. And then for YouTube, I'm going to use the movie clapper from the mini icons sheet. And then I'm just going to use the TV time from the bundle because, oh, why the hell not? And then I'll use more of this pattern because I love it. For tats for tots. And then this and a gray label. Okay, so for tats for tots, I'm going to use the tattoo gun from SPC, and then doing the for tots down here and tats up here. I got a tattoo of string lights, in case you wondered. For getting McDonald's, I'm just going to use this candy cane, and then I'm going to use the takeout script from the bundle. This is in font choice 6. And then for being sleepy, I've got the slippers from SPC. And then I'm just going to put in here, sleepy girl, because that was what I was, baby. Now we will zoom out, and I'll show you guys everything I have left. Will I ever not zoom out the wrong way? I don't think so. Here is the finished spread. I do think it looks quite pretty. And then here is all the things that I have remaining that will be destashed immediately. Gotta do it two-handed, there's so many pages. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.